Welcome to the NFL postgame with Coach Coyote. Standing up behind the SNR microphone is the coach, Coach Coyote. Okay, with 2 minutes time remaining left in the game, going to the NFL postgame with Coach Coyote live stream here. Okay, so only 2 minutes left in the game. Okay, so okay, so just let's uh let's see. Where do we start? It's not the game we expected. It's third and one, fourth quarter, less than 2 minutes. Chicago has the ball, but the score is fourth down now. Chicago has the ball. It's now Chicago Bears 24 and the Philadelphia Eagles 15. Okay, so this could be the comeback of any century right now. Like for this century, as they say, if the Philadelphia Eagles find a way to win this game, that okay, let's see if am I live? Am I working? Oh yeah, okay, it's working fine. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure it doesn't. Okay, I don't get the reverb action going. There's a timeout on the field. The Chicago Bears have called their first timeout. Well, first timeout for this second half. Okay, so it's Bears 24 and the Philadelphia Eagles 15. So you're looking. Okay, so they're showing something the 2018 NFC Wild Card Eagles 16. But okay, we're just waiting for them to go back to the live action. So they got they're just talking between the commentators right now. Okay, got 2 minutes. I'm sorry, less than 2 minutes. I should have tried to say. Okay, on a fourth and four. On a fourth and four, they're going for it. They're going for it, and why not kick the field goal? That would have made it 27-15. Okay, well, let's see, 24-15. You could okay. There's a 9 point differential. I'm just players are exhausted. Number 50 is exhausted. Oh, it's Phillips. He's exhausted. Something's not. Something. It just. No, he's probably exhausted. They need Phillips the next game. That's for sure. Oh, here goes on a minute and nine. Okay, minute. Hurts is going to run out of bounds. He got the first down as a flag. Not sure if they're going to call hold, but someone like Jalen Phillips, he's not going to get it. He's just not going to say, I surrender. This game is over. Okay. You're looking at a 9 point differential. Is it ever going to be using the same case number? So they took a chance that you get the two now. You could have. There's so much like what you could have done, but the minute and four left. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's just not that could do it. Okay, what do you got here? Is that a catch? Is that a catch? Okay, you got 52 seconds. They're calling it a catch. Okay, second and two. Second and two. All right, it's not worth trying. Okay, it hurts. Second and two. It's successfully caught, but they kept him on bounds. Okay, 30 seconds left. We got a 9 point differential here, folks. Okay, we have a 9 point differential here. I'm just making sure over and over for just to realize the improbability of the Philadelphia Eagles pulling this off for a tie. Not for a win, for a tie. and never mind a win. Well, let's see. Okay, it doesn't take any time off the. Okay, Jalen Hurts run, and he doesn't get it. It's third down, but he. Okay, they're just gonna spike it on the third and four. It's gonna be fourth. It's all for not. I'm not sure what I just like the improbable. It's beyond improbable now. I'm checking it over and over and over again. The score: Chicago Bears 24, Philadelphia Eagles 15. Let's do 15 plus 6, folks. That's 21. All right. Okay. Now we're going for a field goal, I suppose. I suppose. And it doesn't oh the misery just oh, this just added to the misery of the game. Okay, it's really added to the misery of the game. That just totally it's over, folks. This added misery to the game that was on top already had some misery, so it added more misery. This is the weirdest feeling. I don't even just it's over now. At least it's I don't know what to say. I guess it's over and yeah, I guess it's over, it's over, it's over. Kneel down, victory formation, it's over. Okay. So it ends up being Chicago Bears 24. Oh, I knew you should have. And Philadelphia Eagles 15. Okay. What happened there? Okay. FPH. I just did a feature I didn't have. Philadelphia. Shit. Okay. I didn't even, I was totally unaware that it was even there. Oh, you know what? It's gotta be capital. Capital P. 15. And that is a final. Okay. Well, not exactly the game I expected. I thought it was gonna be a close game. Oh, I don't know. Just okay, let's see what station has highlights to look at. It's weird. How do you not have on TSN? I'm surprised you don't have uh, uh, like I guess I'll go to the other channel. I was on TSN. I thought I was they didn't have any analysts on. I just wanted the oh yeah, it's not on here. I just wanted the analyst to quick analyst see the replays. No. I have no chance of seeing all the replays because TSN decided not to have anyone do after game. That's kind of weird. Okay, alrighty. It doesn't matter what channel I have it on now. Uh, I'm just gonna put it on a different channel here. Let's put on something different for once. It's different than sports because let's see. I'll just change the channel here. I was kind of okay. I should just put on anything. I don't have to worry about the volume. Yeah, I turned the volume off so it doesn't turn the volume off. Okay, so again, we'll start post game part of it. Okay, so I'll just go with the notes. I just what I'll do is just ask my imaginary guest here, that Coach Coyote. It is his show, quote unquote. Okay, quote unquote his show. Okay, like I got written down the first quarter. It was 3-5, 7 minutes time remaining in the first quarter, and Philadelphia punted on fourth down. Oh yeah, it was a turnover on downs from a coach's challenge. And let's see, fourth down called first down on the. Okay, so I wonder a coach's challenge. Yeah. I forgot to write the. You know what is? Okay, there was a turnover downs. Okay, so Philadelphia punted on the fourth down after that. Coaches, I got it now. I have to write. I can't write as fast as I think I can write because it's all over the place. So okay, there was a coach's challenge that turned the ball over back. So at the beginning of the game, it was Chicago Bears were going to look like they could have scored at least a field goal because they're very close. I didn't mark down where it was, but it was a 3rd and 5, and yeah, okay. So for that, no, I'm sorry. There was a fourth down. Something they went for it. So the Chicago Bears went for it on the fourth down to get a first down. So it was successful. The referees said it was good. And then, the Sirianni, the coach of the Philadelphia Eagles, threw a challenge flag, and it was successful. But then it was like they say 3 and out for the offense for Philadelphia. And between like the third and fourth down, yeah, there were boos from the crowd. And then, coach, okay, so when it was on that punt, like right before it was punted, there was a lot of boos. Like, coach, was it justified so far in the game? Coach saying could have been a few from filled up pre-game liquids. Few fans filled up with pre-game liquids. Okay, I'll accept that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I suppose that's. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't. It wasn't like there was a lot of booze. It was just there were boos that could be heard, and people that are usually under the pre-game liquids, as a coach called it, which is a good call. Yeah, I mean, their voice is gonna be louder, and it carries over to another person who's filled with pre-game liquids to yell louder and booze. And I mean, the game was still early. I'm, I know it. Yeah, I just well, let's go to the next one here. Where Yeah, but then again, coach, after what happened on the next drive, this drive, I mean, like, yeah, because the Chicago Bears took possession of the ball after that punt, and coach, oh yeah, you're saying, but after the Chicago Bears scored on the drive, those fueled up fans will seem justified by the fans not fueled up by pregame liquids. I got what you're saying on that one, coach. Exactly what we're trying to say there is that, like, there, just a hypothetical of, like, there's a couple of fans booing, and they've had a few before the game started, and in the car. They're not driving, so everything's okay, everything's kosher. And uh and then and, and then it's like they scored a touchdown after the punt, and then it was like fans that don't know that these fans are, whatever, half or three quarters that booed were, intoxicated already before the game started. And they're like, you know what? That's a smart fan. That's a smart fan. I thought it was too early to boo and all that, but now I'm starting to wonder. So yeah, I understand completely. Good answer from Coach Coyote, as usual. The well-respected Coach Coyote always gives a good answer. Okay, but then the Eagles. What did I put down? I wrote this down fast. The Eagles started the second quarter with a good play action on the first down. Oh, good play action on the first down. That was the coach. That was probably okay, like everything I did is, like, I wrote real quick. Like, it just did, like, wrote real quick. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Like, so the Eagles started the second quarter. Yeah, and then at 13:08, second quarter, a missed throw from Jalen Hurts ends up being a field goal on fourth down. Yeah, that one hurts. Yeah. So it is funny that I don't have I can't see highlights right now. So I wrote my own highlights, which is good. I mean, I can't put it on any channel I can think of right now. And I wonder if the sports channels will have highlights. I could really. I'm gonna just go. I'm gonna take a chance, Coach. What I'm gonna do is go way back up. It's because it's a quarter after, roughly at 6. So I definitely don't want to leave it on any news channel for more than I have to, which is like, I really, really, really don't want to watch any news more than just, not even at all, zero. And what I want to do is just see if the sports are on, because none of them have like a sport. Do they have a maybe Sports News has a sports desk. No, they don't have. Okay, I'm surprised on that. I'm totally surprised by that. It's the week. It's Friday. It's 6 o'clock. I mean, I'm totally shocked that they got hockey premiership. Then there's Park the Bus. I don't even know what that is. That's the TSNs now, I guess. And I'm just okay. I got The only chance I got is, see the let's see. No, I don't catch those anyways. Let's see. Okay, the Channel 4, Channel 7, uh, they got college football right now, at this moment. Okay, I got a chance maybe with, where is, there's the two choices: the ABC Detroit, the ABC Buffalo. There's the Yeah, so I got you get the two choices to give you, one from Buffalo and one from Detroit. You know, all right, let's see. There's there's the local for, I'll try the Detroit one first. And then what I do is just go. Okay, there NBC Detroit. Ay, okay. There's no. They're talking weather. Okay, weather. Both of them got weather at this current moment, but I can leave it on weather. Weather's fine. Weather is neutral. Weather is neutral. It is what it is in the weather. But let's see. So let's go to the. Let's just for fun then. Let's see. Oh, you know what? We'll go to the Detroit one first. Just they're saying that there's clouds and radar forecast and okay. Okie dokie. Okay, okay. So if Detroit's getting it, and then Buffalo's not far down a drive. Like it's not far to drive from Detroit to Buffalo. Okay, here's Buffalo. Obviously, Buffalo is going to be. Yeah, they're showing the snow bands as they call it. It says right. They're showing the snow, and there's towns they call Dunkirk, Gowanda, Ellicottville, Jamestown that are getting got the most blue. Okay, and there's this town called Boston in New York. Okay, so yeah, that's I remember that's the ski area that you can well it's not alpine skiing but it is skiing at least there's some to me it'd be like wow it's skiing but to there's people that already they don't think much of it it's just practice runs for them. Okay, so let's see. Local Detroit. Okay, they're starting sports, but they're doing local sports. Wayne State makes history, and they're going to the NCAA ticket. It looks like I'm gonna guess that it's like finals, like they're going to some kind of finals, the final tournament for volleyball, like the basketball. Okay. Oh my gosh! I Oh, they're showing more of the weather on the channel too, because I think sports will be next, and because the sports is here, and because of that, because of this, I got a check. Now I got something for Sports News Review, the World Sports News with Ernie. Okay, Wayne State volleyball. Wayne State. How big? Wayne State makes history. Okay, NCAA's ticket. How big? It must be a big tournament that I can because volleyball is something that I want to put on World Sports News with Ernie, and you just sometimes you just get everywhere. All right, I could use my old note here that it's done. The commercial. I use the phone here when I do small, like when I just do the promos. I just use the phone for a script. Yeah, Thursday night pregame show with Coach Coyote will be moved to Friday. Yeah, okay. There it is. Okay, new edition of Sports News, World Sports News is Bernie. Okay, so I'm gonna because I gotta do the title too. I gotta make sure the promo World Sports News. I'm gonna put items. Okay, just to make sure. Okay, see, I'm gonna put check to see if there's a women's volleyball. I'll put big dance because it's like the basketball volleyball big dance. And then I was put NCAA. Oh, and those are going to be that's going to rate those going to be capitals. Okay, I'm going to put that on save now. Now I got something for World Sports News with Ernie. Okay, Check to see if there's a women's volleyball big dance NCAA. That's all I need to see. I don't know what this Wayne State. It's okay. There's I know that helped. I don't know anything about Wayne State. Looks like it's a really like a s- second like small school. So they call it Wayne State University. So I mean, it is. So okay, okay, they're gonna tell. Okay, they're talking about. Okay, now the Warriors are a four seed. Okay, that must be the Wayne State Warriors, I guess. I don't know. All right, okay. I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything. I don't. I just. I knew. No, I'm not waste. I'm not going on the internet right now. I just got my note. If there's a, I if I don't. If it's not Division in 1A, I'm not worried. I'm going to be like, oh wow, that was just a disappointment. To be on the World Sports News with Ernie, Coach, it's got to be Division 1A. I know Coach doesn't coaches football, and but Coach understands totally that. Like I mean, like it's something that Ernie would be so disappointed that I didn't cover the Division 1 women's. Well, he'd want Division 2 women's volleyball, but it's it's hard to explain to Ernie that yes, it is your show. Yes, uh, y- y- what does I say? Yeah, yes, it is your show. Yes, it is a sport that's rarely highlighted. But the third part is that I just go by CEO B Bunny guidelines, and there was contracts signed, and I'm just helping Ernie to say, well, Ernie, we have meetings, and I bring up at the meeting production, there's pre-production meetings, and then the production meeting is when we go like what I did for this. The lights turned on, checking the microphone placement, and because once we're live. It's um, coach not having guests on. There's just it's hard. There's just no way you can't get into the studio. You can't just walk in right now. I got it blocked off. It's with the blue. You can see with the blue, but this time I'm using the blue to block it off. And yeah, I mean you can't. So you can't just. It's not. There's no reason to bring in a guest too. We're just having like I said, fun. I really thought I was going to be able to see highlights and discuss it because I got notes here. If I don't have coach, I just can't believe that. Okay, it's a good thing I did do these notes. Here's my second page. If I just want to show real quickly, see. Okay, okay. So, but after the Chicago Bears scored on the drive, those fueled up fans will seem justified. Yeah, okay. The Eagles started the second quarter with a good play action for a first down. So that was the Eagle. Okay, the Eagles at 13:08 second quarter, a missed throw from Jalen ends up being a field goal on fourth down. Okay, so at 13:08, oh, they're sports, but they do Detroit first. How do you do Detroit first when you have an NFL game that just happened right now? Maybe yeah, because they are a Detroit station. Okay, I forgot about that. So, and this one, if the Sabres are playing, I guess sports desk. We got the sports desk. Okay, let's see. Okay, but they're talking Bills. Okay, we can talk a little Bills for now. Thompson Road growing in Buffalo. That's Cole Thompson, isn't it? I still cannot believe. I still cannot believe that a move was made to get this Thompson. We're talking Bills for now, right now. I guess it's you know what, Coach. You know what, Coach. I'm saving that question for the X and O show because what would it do, Coach? Is there's no pregame tomorrow. There's no. I'm not. I'm gonna take the Sunday break because Monday we got to do the X and O show. We got to do the X and O show, and I can't. I'm not gonna do a live stream X and O show. I'm just gonna write the script first, and then now I'm talking just to myself, not talking to the imaginary coach Coyote here. I'm talking to myself. Like what I'm trying to say is that I'm going. This is how I came to this. This when I watch it in the future, like I like to watch these live streams, and what I listen for is cues on how my mental fatigue. And I start with mental fatigue might be happening because I get exhausted. I get too excited doing these shows, and I start rambling on and thinking that I don't have enough content, quote unquote. And right now, I've been on 30 minutes, but I consciously know I've been on 30 minutes. That's not a bad. It's not bad, but but I got. You know what? I got the phone right here, Coach. Okay, got my old phone, an old phone. I'm using it as a tablet pretend like the miniature tablet. I got two tablets too also, but this one is just quick because I got the notes here. It's a phone I don't use other than it's a secondary phone. My primary phone, my real good, the one that actually receives calls and is put aside. I don't play with that. No, no, it's handled with care. It's a phone. I don't have a landline as backup. Okay, so I'm almost wondering if I need a cell phone versus landline. It's a tough call. Tough call. I mean, if the landline costs like freaking as much as a cell phone, does it make any sense to have a landline? It just doesn't. It makes 0.0 sense to have a landline if your cell phone's the same. It doesn't make any sense. Okay. Speaking of which, alrighty. This is the phone does not come in. Hey, the oh well, the Chicago Bears won. Yes. Okay, yes. What team did you say? Lions. No, that was not today. That was yesterday. Oh, okay. I gotta go into okay, okay. No, not at the moment. I'm just because I'm actually not really. No, I didn't watch, but it's just I'm just I'm actually live streaming right now, but I don't mind that because there's nobody on. There's nobody on the live stream. There's only myself on the live stream. And that's it. Okay, so let's see NFL scores. Okay, so today's game: Chicago Bears 24, Philadelphia Eagles 15. It was weird. It was just a weird game. Okay, and okay, we got more. Okay, the more games. Cincinnati. I'm going to go to it. Get into it. Yesterday, Cincinnati Bengals 32, Baltimore Ravens 14. Oh, that was sad to watch. Yeah. Chiefs 28, Cowboys 31. Close call. The Cowboys win. And here it is: Green Bay Packers 31, Detroit Lions 24. Yeah, they did. I remember that. Oh, yeah. The Steelers. No, hello. Wait, no, that's tomorrow. Wait. What are you talking about? We're talking about. I'm talking Packers Lions here. You asked me about Packers and Lions. Well, you asked me about Lions. Green Bay Packers 30. No. I said Green Bay Packers 31. Green Bay Packers 31 and Detroit Lions 24. I have a speech impediment and it's getting worse. I understand. You're not the only one that does. Tomorrow. So Buffalo plays Buffalo. No, that's not. They still don't have it. No, you got to look at the record. You mean by possibly to get first in the East, the NFC East. But as far as a loss for Buffalo, it does not mean they're out of the playoffs. They no. You don't go by that because because no, because because other teams are in the hunt, as they call it. Okay, they're on the bubble. I should say the bubble is actually better. They're on the bubble. They still have. No, yeah, yeah. Every team is on the bubble right now. In the hunt is when they're close. They're close. They're close. Okay. Oh, oh, I was okay. Okay. What what we say? No, no, no. It works like this. Okay, here's how it works. There's okay. If the playoffs end today, the Philadelphia would be even with this loss, Philadelphia would be NFC East champions. And if this was the last game of the season, Chicago would be the NFC North champions. Detroit would not be in the playoffs. They're in the hunt. They're not every like you said every team is on the bubble, but as soon as you're out of the bubble, that means you're not even in the hunt anymore. In the hunt means it's close. It's not like a mathematical score of, oh, one team has to lose every game, the other team has to win every game. That's when it's like, that's not, you're mathematically, you're mathematically, no, you're not following me. Wait, a team is mathematically in it, but that's the bubble. But when you're close, that's only if the whoever says in the hunt is the one that determines. That's a category that anybody can make their own. You can make your own category of in the hunt. When it's on the bubble, well, that's the mathematics. It's either they're on the bubble or they're off that bubble. That they could be in the playoffs and be on. In the hunt is like it's subjective to the person who's making the list, and then obviously if the game and no, they're close. It's not about other teams losing. It's about they're close, like only 2 games back, and there's still 5 games left. Yeah. So now, if a team is on the bubble, that's the mathematical one where okay, when it comes to math, okay, every team has to lose, and these teams have to win, and that's not going to happen. Okay, you could win the lottery. There's a better chance of winning the lottery than every team that's supposed has got to lose for a team that's only in like 6 games out of the playoffs. You'd have to have the fourth place team now lose every game, and then that team has to win every game, and eventually it all falls apart where there's going to be teams that are eliminated. Okay, and it's coming soon. Soon as the elimination. It comes. Well, let's look. Washington. Okay, let's look. I'll give an example. Washington Commanders. Okay, let's go with the Washington Commanders. Okay, let's look at the Washington Commanders. What I'm going to do is go back to the stand. I'm going to go to the standings, players, games. Where's the table? I guess they call it the table. Okay, National Football Conference. Okay, that's the NFC South. Tampa Bay Buccaneers are 6-5. Carolina Panthers are 6-6. Atlanta Falcons 4-7. So slow down, slow down. I only get 3 teams. Hold on, I only get 3 teams. Wait, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just explaining something. Wait, slow down. You're overthinking. Okay, okay, no, no. You're talking. That's odds. That's nothing to do with what I'm talking about. I'm talking about. That's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking. We're talking about like how like the teams making a team. Okay, now teams making. Okay, now you got the Saints at 2-9. That's 11. Okay, so they could still at 11. You got 6 more games, which makes it 8. So there you get what I'm saying. If the Saints win 8 games and the Buccaneers and Panthers lose 8 games, I mean, I'm sorry, 6 games, 6 games, 6 games. No, you're not. You just gotta pay attention and focus on what I'm saying, and then you'll get it. Slow down, slow down. Oh, slow down, slow down. I'm talking mathematics here. There's no projection here. No, I'm not. This is not gambling here. This is mathematics here. This is straight up mathematics here. That's not, you're not. I was thinking. No, it's just a win or a loss. It's it. It's you're talking wins and losses here. This is all we're talking about. You can't add other things to this. It's just wins, losses. Okay, ready? I'll start over again. Yeah, exactly, exactly. No, New Orleans Saints. The record is 2-9. Okay, that's 11. Six more games to go on their slate. Okay, six more. So with the six wins, so you could be eight. They could be 8-9 mathematically, not realistically. Mathematically, you know what I'm saying? You get the difference now between realistically being that and mathematically. You can't mathematically. It's a yes. Yes, they can mathematically. No, that's no. You're not getting it. No, math is one or zero, like computing. It's a computer works on ones and zeros. One, you're not. No, wins, losses. No, you're not getting what I'm saying. Mathematically. Okay. So what you're saying is that the other team. Okay, I'll go with your Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They got six wins and five losses. So did the Panthers. Six wins and five losses. Slow down. Slow down. Just slow down. You're just trying to. You can only go for one thing, and that's the NFC South. Those four teams I just mentioned, they can only go for right now is the NFC South. Can they make? There's chances of making it as a wild card team, if they don't win the division, very, very slim. Remember, four teams per division. Okay. So four teams per division. So that was six. You're looking at 6-5. I'm trying to remember. Okay. Two teams are tied for 6-5. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are 6-5. The Carolina Panthers are. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. 6-6. Oh, wait. Six. I gotta. You know, with this new system, I didn't look at that 6-6. I didn't with all the buys. Okay, whatever reason, the Buccaneers are ahead of the Panthers only because they got a chance to win and go 7-5, or they go 6-6. Yeah. Okay, so the Panthers still need. Okay, Panthers are going to have a bye soon because Buccaneers are playing. Obviously, they must be. So if I look at the schedule, the Panthers, Falcons, and Saints must not be playing. Or wait. Okay, the Panthers are the only team that have 12 games. Okay, okay, so yeah, I kind of remember that. You know, at my eyes, they seen 6-5 on the Panthers, but they're 6-6. I just assumed 6-5, but I forgot that teams have bye weeks, and three out of the four have bye weeks. And yeah, so the Panthers. Okay, so I figured out this out then. So because the Panthers were in last place of their division last season, they get to do the second bye, which is like because there's four teams, so three teams get the bye that one week. So the other three teams already had their bye. So the Panthers are due because they've got 12 games and they didn't play over the hall. They didn't play over on Thursday. I didn't see there was only three games, four today. So so if we look at what I'm going to do now is go back uh, just to make sure. Let's see games. Okay, week 12. Okay, we're week 12. Okay, here we go. Sorry, week 13. Week 13. Okay, there's the Packers Lions, 31-24. Okay, so Sunday, Saints Dolphins. So the Saints playing, yeah, because that'll make it their 12th game. Okay. Texans Colts, Falcons Jets. Falcons, remember? They're okay. It's Falcons in that division. But the Panthers are playing, so that'll make it 13. So they must not okay. So they week 14. Cowboys Lions on a Thursday. Okay, that's week 14. That means some teams it's 14 games, some are not by now. Oh my God. Right. Okay. Okay. Looking. Okay. Let's see. I'm looking to see now. Commanders, Vikings. Okay, the Vikings should win that one. There's a Bengals Bills game come up. Saints Buccaneers. Okay, more games. Okay, Sunday, Sunday. Okay, week 15. Okay, okay, week 14. Okay, week 14. Do I see the Panthers? Panthers playing. Week 14 is the Panthers playing. Did I say yes before? Oh, there it is. Week 14. Okay, Cowboys, Lions, Titans, Browns, Seahawks, Falcons, Colts, Jaguars, Commanders, Vikings, Bengals, Bills, Saints, Buccaneers, Steelers, Ravens, Dolphins, Jets, Broncos, Raiders, Rams, Cardinals, Bears, Packers, Texans, Chiefs, Eagles, Chargers. Yeah. Did you hear the word Panthers in there? No. So they're gonna buy in week 14 then. Okay, so I figured out the buy stuff. You know what I mean? Okay, so I figured that out. Okay, so yeah, week 15 and okay. I think all the buys are over by week 15. So that's when it's all over by week 15. So yeah, the only thing like a team like Panthers, the mathematical part is like up to as you were correct. You were correct. I misinterpreted. You were correct that there is two games, one or two. No, the tie, but one game at least. Yes, the Panthers can lose one game, even the Panthers can lose one game, even if the Buccaneers and the Panthers. Wait, who's in last place? Who was in last place again? Who wasn't the Pan? Was it the Pan? Not the Panthers. It wasn't the Panthers in last place because they're in second place yeah. I just forgot. I just forgot. We gotta go to table again. I gotta go to table again. Just forgot. I totally forgot. NFC South. Where's NFC South? Oh yeah, Saints. Okay, what was it? The Saints? Okay, Saints at 2, 9. That's 11. Get six. It's 8. Okay, so the Buccaneers and the Panthers got 6 wins. Okay, so with the 6 wins, that's 6 and 5. That's 11. Okay, okay, so they got six. So yeah, they got a they yeah they so they, okay, you got 6 games left. So 6 and 6, 6 and 7, 6 and 8, would it be 7 and 10 then? 7 and 10, yeah. Okay, yeah, they could be 7 and 10 because that's 17 games. So in that crazy scenario, if the Buccaneers finish at 7 and 10, the Panthers finish at 7 and 10, the Falcons, whatever, less than 7 or 7 and under, and the Saints win outright, and it's 8 and 9, which is not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. You know what I mean? You can bet on that on a parlay if you want. It's just a good, yeah, it's a good way. It's just a donation of 5, 10, whatever, 15, 20, $20. You know what I mean? You're just donating because the odds are so impractical. Remember, they gotta win. Everyone has to lose. I mean, the top two teams in your scenario can only win one more game, while the Panthers win 5 out of the next 6. Not the Pan. No, the it would be the Saints. No, they need 8. They need 8. They need 8. Yeah, they got to win all right. The Saints would have to win all right. They need 6 points to get. Sorry, they need 2, 4, 6, 8. There's not points. Yeah, they need they need all 6 games because they're two. Yeah, they need 8 games. I should have said. Yeah, 8 games to win. Yeah. So you get. So yeah, we both came perfectly. If we the back and forth conversation helped me figure it out. Like yeah, because I, I it's sometimes you speak it out, you say it out, and you learn more. You know what I mean? You learn more by just listening to someone. Yeah, I threw that right out the window for whatever reason, and yeah, so yeah, I mean, okay, so no, it's over. This is it. This is done. That's it. We've just seen Philadelphia, and well, if you happen to watch it, it was. it was the oh my gosh, Chicago Bears, and the Philadelphia Eagles, and that's it for today. Tomorrow's no football again. It's just college, and then Sunday there's the big game for me is Bills. All right, okay, thanks for calling. Okay, bye. All right, well that was pretty interesting. It was mostly about stuff you really. It's a post game. I'm just glad there's nobody else on this live stream except me. I could take a personal phone call and just discuss football and at least have some content. I can't wait. At least I'll listen to that in the future, and it'll be fun. Well, the person I was live streaming, but there's no way I want he wanted to put his voice on the live stream, so that's why I did not add his voice to the live stream. Which could have been my first call in. But anyway, okay, let me do this real quick then. I got so many notes I wrote. Okay, I'll just go over them quickly because I can't get any. You know what? I had enough. I had enough of this TV. I'm just gonna put on something else that I catch right now. I'll just put it on college foot. I should just leave it on college football. There it goes. Okay, just gonna leave it on college football. Oh, there's Sports Center. Oh, Sports Center is on. Is it on for real? Oh, but they're talking hockey now. Well, oh, that's hockey. I don't know if you said Sports Center. False advertisement. Yeah, I mean, one of them says TSN that says Sports Center, and then all of a sudden you get it's yeah. I mean, there's curling, and then there it is, Sports Center, but it's not. Okay, whatever. Just leave it on whatever. I ain't paying attention to it as long as it's not on the news. That's good enough for me. Okay, the TV is off. I just shut it off, Coach. I like the light. It's too bad, but I like the light I was on. But not the studio needs any more light. It's just for me to read. Oh yeah, let me finish this off now. Okay, okay. So second quarter, I put 10-18 time remaining. Seemed that it was quite the gamble on a long pass, but on third and when Caleb called his own number and ran down the middle, first down. Okay, so yeah, won't get too long on it, but yeah, yeah. I mean, there was third and long. I thought it was quite the gamble with a long pass because he called it. You wanted that. So what Caleb did was going. It's on me. Took like that's what I guessing. Coach is called his own number. Went down the middle and got first down. 8:23 second quarter. Caleb Magic to establish to extend play for first down. Oh, there was that in and out, going in and out pocket twice. That was I called Caleb Magic. Yeah, 6:45 time remaining. Eagles defense held them for a field goal. But after all that, I think that was the field goal. Chicago 10, Philadelphia 3. But it doesn't matter. All point early in the game, 3 points is count. 3 points is 3 points. And then less than 3 minutes in the first half, defense shows up on third down. The Bears punt on fourth down. Okay, so the defense, well, there's ups and downs all the time, and defense came through on that one. Then when it came from the commercial break, a bad bad play action play from Philadelphia against before the 2 minute warning. Okay, let's see. I gotta learn how to my shorthand, which I don't have. Okay, well, I wrote this. I'll read what I wrote because did I? I don't know. When they came back from commercial break, bad play action play from Philadelphia just before the 2 minute warning. Okay. It must have been important because yeah, it's okay. It's before the 2 minute warning at half, and you did a bad play action play. I would have said, yeah, I guess a minute 50 time remaining. The first half, coach, was that a bad call? Unfortunately, a lot of players. What's that? What is that saying? A lot of offensive player. What's that? Pushed off the Bears defender. Oh, that was the at what time remaining. Yeah, okay, that was an offensive pass interference on. Okay, that was the offensive pass interference on Philadelphia. Yeah, I remember now. And was it a bad call? I said, Coach. I'm asking Coach now. I should say. And Coach saying, unfortunately, a player pushed off the Bears defense. He did push him off, but how far is subjective? Super Bowl push off is different than regular season push off. They would have reviewed that in the Super Bowl. Like, it's too important. Okay. Then the start of the second half. Well, Eagles punted. Okay. Okay. Early problems for the Eagles defense. First down run by first possession on first down. Yeah. Okay. That was the coach's note. Okay, that was actually quick. I didn't. I even had it in the correct. I had it black where coach was going to respond. I had it in black ink, and the coach is going to respond. Okay, take away from Jalen Hurts. Bears take over possession on ball. Well, because the fourth and one is successful. First down by Chicago Williams. Oh, okay, okay. Fourth and one was successful. The first down by Chicago Williams. It was a pass. I can't remember who to. I didn't. Okay, so I didn't write down to who. Okay, yeah, bad note rating. Start of the fourth quarter. Huge first down. Then next play, the Chicago Bears score. It was a Kyle Kyle Managa touchdown. Yeah, and then it would be the score Bears, Chicago Bears 17, Philadelphia Eagles 9. Okay, so that was a touch. That was 17-9. Okay, that was 17-9. Then oh, and red. Okay. I got stuff to write down. I got stuff to go here, and then I got a question from Coach Coyote. Okay, fourth quarter, 12:44 time remaining. Eagles after kickoff start at. Oh, I forgot to write down where they start at their own whatever. Okay, first 10 Hertz pass. There was no pass interference on call. It was close. Was that? Wait, was that the one? Oh no, that was me. That was me saying that. Okay, that was different call. That was the okay. So the Eagle. Let's see, punt the Bears. Okay, so let me try this again. 11:38 time remaining. An unsuccessful third down. Lots of boos from crowd before. punting unit on. Bad punt. And then, okay, then I said, Coach, now I'm asking Coach, when the Bears started their drive, can you describe the feeling that you had for the coaches of Philadelphia? Oh, yeah. What if it goes for a touchdown or a field goal? You got to keep the players focused to stay in this game. Well, that's tough to do. That is. They could read the writing. It's not going good. Okay. First down play on a slant pattern. Of course, I wrote that down because the trouble. It's been burning a lot of teams. They say. Okay, I have a question for Coach Coyote here. Is Coach, did it seem like the offense exposed a defensive coverage free zone? And then the coach is like, yes, there was a defensive coverage free zone that the Bears offense took advantage of. Okay, there was the old, they say, a hole in the gap of the, yeah. I tried to just uh, say that the average person that doesn't watch football, but it's just learning football. Like you could, I try to say a defensive coverage free zone, and then the Bears took advantage. The Bears offense took advantage of that, and then yeah. So that's what Coach saying. That is the answer. Yeah. Then Caleb Williams passed for a touchdown. Score is now the Bears, Chicago Bears 24, the Philadelphia Eagles 9. The time remaining was 6:19 in the fourth quarter. And then they're showing fans leaving. That was later on. Okay, but the Philadelphia Eagles did score a touchdown. I guess that's it for the board. That's it for the board. After that, it was, well, I thought I was going to be able to see the coach. I didn't give I gave up. I decided to get the live stream going, like the lights on, the microphone placement. Where's coach? Coach didn't have to. I didn't have to. I moved coach because I moved the new sign. And it's just you got to check this first. You check First thing I do is check the audio, check to see if everything's working, the microphone's working. Then delete that video. Get on YouTube. Get onto start the live stream, and then you tweak, and tweak, and I wonder why I was lucky not to tweak this to ad nauseum. I like that red dot. It looks like it's. I don't know where it's coming. Oh, it's coming from the microphone. Or maybe it's coming from this. Oh, it's coming from this. The orange. The orange. Oh, I'm just gonna. All it needs the orange glow. The only one that needs the orange glow really is Coach Coyote. It just gives depth to you. Yeah, here's that orange glow. It doesn't need it over here. And then what happened was that's that light over here. When all the light was absorbed into the black, most of it anyways, this is not pure black, but most of it was absorbed into this black here. The red came out, and that's the red light is the shortest wavelength, and the whole theme and that. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I mean that's why it caught the red. That's why I thought it was the little red dot on the actual microphone that if I tapped here, it would pause the sound. I never think of doing that. Okay, 7 o'clock. All right, I got the warning that it's 7 o'clock. An hour and 4 minutes into the live stream to say, okay, we've done enough content. A good thing there's alarms put on. I got a 7 o'clock alarm. Luckily that's for personal heart medication. But either way, I pretend it was a good alarm too. Now I don't know if it came through. Last time, coach, it didn't. I listened to the live stream or so. The shaking sound didn't come through. It's supposed to be like medication rattling in a bottle. I I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it. Okay, so I don't know. Just leave it at that then. So, well, it was a good, weird post game for us. I mean, we couldn't have, I couldn't have done an hour show without the person calling in. Just, he didn't, that person did not know if I was on the live stream. Still, because I said, so I mean, that helped out a lot. I mean, this live stream is good for me. Watching this in the future and realize that Man 5, even with the shaky coach, I might get into some X's and O's. And I think coach, it's time to run out of this. Coach should run out of the studio right now if I'm going to get into that. Haven't we had enough, eh, coach? 'Cause I can ramble on too long. It's the mental state of being elderly, forgetting that you're rambling on. It just happens. Didn't happen 30 years ago, but it's happening now, or 20 years ago, but it's happening now where I just ramble on and I forget. And I'm looking at the countdown clock, a minute 5:53. So we'll end it here. Okay. With that, with that, coach. Okay. So try to get back in normal live stream mode. Thank you for tuning in to the live stream, even though it's only one person, me. I like to monitor the situation, see if I'm still working. Okay, they should have an option on that. You should have like a little option. It might be just too hard to do that. To put an option, go monitor the live stream on your own secondary device, and it won't count as that one. It won't count that one as a viewer. Is It gives a false thing where it's like one person is. I'm actually have someone that's listening to my live stream, which no one is listening to my live stream except me and my tablet. And I can't show it again because then it's a reverb action. And there's, well, they always say, I heard it from David Gilmour one time, is that what's rock and roll without distortion? Okay, so yeah, I mean, but it's reverb is like a form, reverb could be a form of distortion when it's uncontrollable. And without getting technical, coach, I'm just saying, like I know coach knows more than just football, but coaching can take it away almost saying like the reverb when it becomes uncontrollable, that becomes a form of distortion. And because there's a harmonic, I'm gonna guess like if you can still get some harmonics into it, that's workable to make a scale of notes, mental scale notes of just that's like when you jam with guitar. You got most folks out there like this distortion. And it's mainly because distortion can do psychedelic feeling where to give time to figure out what are you gonna do next, and you need to have some sustain, controlled sustain, but not 100% controlled sustain because the best sustain for uncontrolled would be to have that constant sustain where a pedal that can shut it off and on the sustain. Uh, so yeah, I mean, you work with what you have, and this microphone won't let me do my this microphone won't let me do my music over it. So I'll have to switch mic. If I want to do a Christmas party, I gotta switch microphones. I guess I don't. You know what? I could I could put the other microphone here, the USB microphone. Well, you know what though? I really don't want to be plugging in a different USB. Everything is working fine with this microphone, and I don't want to be plugging in a different microphone. I don't want to plug this microphone back in after plugging in a different microphone where it doesn't recognize it. Like the camera all of a sudden doesn't want to be recognized, the external camera. I got usage out of it. I learned a lot off of it, but yeah, I mean, it's you buy a second. I bought a new laptop. I should. It's not secondary laptop. I bought a new laptop, and the camera is fine on it. And then I was like, okay, but the microphone it is what it is. So you buy an external microphone. I could have bought this tall one, those bigger ones, but it would just take up so much spot. I'm at the this thing is at the edge without actually being too much. Like if I move it too much, like I'll use something else. I'll use the old pack here, the this pack here. See, if I move it here, then it blocks things, and I don't want to put. The thing is with the Coach Coyote photo here, I don't want it on that side because I don't want these metal sharp. This is made out of metal, even though I bought it at the dollar store. I don't want metal near a television screen that if it somehow falls, it's going to scratch, and it's so pointless when all you do is put it on this side safely. And the microphone is fine where it is. It's not in the way. Yeah, I don't. It's like that side is clean. The only thing I want on that corner is barbecue munchie. That's it. A stuffed plush toy in that corner. In this corner here, where the television is. That's it. The desk. I make sure the desk corner doesn't hit the television. I gotta need it, coach. I gotta get uh, coach. Coach wouldn't need a desk. Coach, I want to get a 3D printed like a stand over here, but his hands are right there. And I don't want to. You know what, Coach? I'm just gonna put your hand up here. I don't want to. I'm not sure if I want to put Coach's hands up like that because it just ruins whatever he came with. He came like that. He's never, it's never been laying flat. Like it's always been standing up. This coach plus toy can stand up on his own, and that's the part. As long as the floor is smooth, I'm actually using the if it does fall, the microphone, this prop microphone will prevent the coach plush toy from hitting the lap. Actually, you're not going to even. No, you're not gonna hit the laptop. The laptop is so far away from coach. Yeah, no. You gotta remember that's like miniature studio. You gotta the draw things like this could fall, and it's not a big deal if it falls. It just falls straight flat down. It's not gonna. You gotta. Oh yeah, you gotta like. There's a mechanical connection on it, but it's not the greatest. But yeah, I mean, you got to count for everything falling especially if they're hanging off a wall, and things like my sports news review. And when I all of a sudden I seen my sports news review logo that fell because these are just on what I did with these ones is you get the picture done. Okay, you get the picture done then you tape it like that, and then you can hang it. You don't need any clips. It just hangs like freely without clips. And sometimes you go. Sometimes you make a mistake. Sometimes you change it and you find a better position. It's the glare from the light, yeah. But then you need the light, or else it's not going to light. It's a yin and yang thing of need the light, but too much light will glare the wrong angle. It's the incorrect angle, I should say. So it's like it needs like there's I don't know. You can't diffuse that light. You can't because yeah, is it? I mean, like uh, and most folks would. Yeah, that's it for the no guest with the code. It's just perfect like this. Oh, I got the blue light on. I mean, this blue light makes a difference. There's a blue light right here. It's a long bar blue light. Oh, it's the 10 after. It's a good thing. I rambled on. Okay. Okay. So for yours truly, and standing up behind the SNR microphone is the coach, Coach Coyote. Both of us are saying over and out.